Yo, welcome to the channel. Today we have an SHF Infinity War Thanos. So he's a bit of a taller figure. He still is the SHF kind of scale, but this is a really cool figure. I really only picked him up to match my Mafex Infinity War Iron Man, but I do think he's still a worthy pickup. That is, if you can get him from, a reputable source. I think there are fakes of this one going around. I'm pretty sure, I'm like 80% sure I picked up a real one. I'll go over that later, but for now, this figure does look pretty cool. Sculpt-wise, you can see there's this texture on the suit. The gold is painted really nicely. The shade of purple on him does match a lot. I do think he is better painted than the Marvel Legends ones. I remember the original Build-A-Figure Thanos was really, really purple. He was like grape Kool-Aid colored purple. But there's nice texture going all around. Even the boots are nicely detailed. I like how the face, you got the classic Thanos grimace. He has really small eyes that are barely painted in there. I don't know if that's just like my copy or just how it is. But still, he does look really cool. So you can see he does have some loose joints. I do think that's just from kind of having this figure for a while. Not a while, more like a week. But they were loose like that when I got him out of the packaging. So I did buy him used. He didn't come with a box. He came in a bag, so maybe it could be that. But point is, he does look pretty cool. The gauntlet is probably my favorite part of this figure. I mean, for obvious reasons. Though I did notice in my short review on TikTok, he seems to have like 3 red gems. Like, on camera, it's kind of weird. Like, this is the soul stone, which should be a light orange. This is the reality stone, which should be red. And then this stone should be purple, but they all kind of look a similar shade of red here. The soul stone, at least, is different. Well, these two look completely the same. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just, like an issue that SHF got wrong. Because this figure did come out before Infinity War. So maybe it was like spoiler things. Just point is, they messed something up. Even the space stone is purple. But yeah, articulation-wise, this figure can move a lot. He does have this collar piece that does hinder some articulation on the head, but he can still look up, he can look down, he can look side to side, and he does have some tilt, but because of this collar piece, that articulation range is really limited. His arm, here we'll crush him down. His arms, however, aren't limited in any way. He has this butterfly joint that does shift around. He has arms that can move up all the way, though on this hand it is a bit heavy because of the gauntlet, so it will droop a bit. That is on my copy though. He has a shoulder swivel that does move all the way around. Double jointed elbows that bend in pretty deep, and then he has the usual 1/12 wrist peg that should allow the wrists to move in any direction that you need them to. So I guess this is where I'll mention the issue on mine. So my Thanos, his wrist peg was really loose and it broke on mine. So what ended up happening is I had to dig it out of the peg hole right there to drill out a hole for a wire, glue it down, and basically just kind of have it resting there. The ankle, not ankle, the wrist doesn't move anymore in mine, but you still get the ball articulation. So my copy, that is an issue, but hopefully on yours, just be more careful. I did also heat up every accessory and make the hole a bit bigger, just so that doesn't happen again. The point is, torso-wise, he does move. You can crunch forward a tiny bit, move back a bit. He does turn side to side. He does have some tilt. Now the legs actually do have a really nice drop down, because normally you're going to get there. Using the drop down, you can actually get his legs kicking up high, so you can get some Thanos kicks or web swing or whatever you want to do. He has a thigh swivel, single jointed knees that bend in just about 90. And his ankle movement, I do notice, is very limited. It does turn side to side a bit. It moves up, it moves down, literally nothing. And he does have toe movement, so you can get him leaning if you want. But I mean, in terms of like articulated 1/12 Thanoses, this is probably the best you're going to get out of it. The Marvel Legends ones are cool, but in terms of like articulation and movement and sculpt wise, SHF kind of beats him out. Though because this is SHF, it is also, it is also really limited. I have made it public about, my distaste for SHF. They do have a few fine figures. I think their Dragon Ball line is probably their best, but still this Thanos does pose nicely. Accessory wise, he does come with some nice stuff. Accessory-wise, he comes with what is needed, but I do wish he had a little bit more. I'll go over that later. He does have 2 alternate head sculpts. He has a grimacing face, and he has this one, which is, him smiling. He's taunting, doing whatever evil Thanos does. I think this is probably my favorite head. He's angry, he's pissed off. He's not having a good day. He does come with alternate hands. I'll go over the gauntlet hands first. He has an open hand for the gauntlet and a gripping hand. And both of these are painted really nicely. I do like that gold texture in there. Though, I don't know if this is on mine. If you press like too hard on the paint, it does kind of come off. It didn't happen there, but when I was heating this up, I noticed a lot of paint rub was coming off of my hands. Which, I mean, do with that what you will, but yeah. The gems are painted nicely here, though. They all share the same mistake of being different shades of red, so that is pretty cool. He has a similar pair for his human side. Well, not human, his skin side. These hands are painted really nicely. There's some detail on them, but overall they're just painted the simple shade of kind of light purple. And interestingly, he comes with a snapping hand for his right hand, which I think is, I mean, it's something, like I said, the figure came out before the movie did, so I understand why they didn't do a gauntlet snapping hand. But I still think it would have been cool to at least like reissue it or like make it come with the figure, but there's two pairs of snapping. I don't know. I really do wish this came with a snapping hand, but I mean, I understand why it didn't. But point is, you can move on to size comparisons. He is standing straight up. He will have trouble fitting in the frame. But here he is compared to the Marvel Legends. This isn't the Build-A-Figure. I think this is the second Thanos they made. So there he is. As you can see, the Marvel Legends one is way, way taller. He's bigger. He's bulkier. The shade of purple is different, and the Infinity Gauntlet has the accurately painted stones. Here he is compared to an Endgame Kit Bash Thanos that I have. So you can see this Infinity War Thanos is a bit of a small guy, but I do think he could fit in a display just if you're willing to accept that this Thanos is kind of short. We'll get them out of the way. And then the entire reason why I bought this Thanos, here he is compared to the Mafex Mark 50. And I do think this is a cool look. Do I wish the Thanos was a bit bigger? Yeah, but I mean, at the end of the day, it shouldn't really matter that much. Oh, his ankles were stuck. His ankle's stuck. So you can see, as long as he towers over Iron Man, I'm good with that. Here he is compared to a KO Mafex Venom I just bought. Check out the review. I posted it a few days ago. So there's that. Hold on, his ankles are also kind of loose. So this Thanos isn't that tall. He still is a bit short, but he should still tower over some figures you do own. Now, it would be nice to have a really big Thanos that's articulated. You know, Mafex, please make an Infinity War Thanos. Point is, this was a really cool Thanos. I will enjoy taking pictures. I just wish mine wasn't so loose, but then again, I bought this one used. I'm not even 100% sure he's real. The guy sold it to me for like 40 bucks, so who knows. But point is, stay safe out there. It's getting cold, so stay warm. If you're in a place that's hot, stay cold, I guess. I don't know. Stay safe out there. Enjoy the pictures. Peace out.